Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by the movie Hangout. Star Trek lame propaganda. That's a topic of this video. Before I jump into this crazy political ad, which I don't like doing it, but this is what Hollywood's doing, so I'm going to talk about it. Before I jump into it, if you can go on over, click subscribe, comment, like, I really appreciate it. Okay, so there were dozens and dozens of people that watched the Star Trek Discovery episode the other day, and it was the season 4 finale, and there was someone who was a guest star on the video, or on the episode, and it took a lot of people by surprise, but I wasn't that surprised. So here I'm bounding into comics. Star Trek Discovery makes Democrat Stacey Abrams president of United Earth as she campaigns for governor of Georgia. So Stacey Abrams was running for governor of Georgia. Stacey Abrams was formerly a romance novel artist or author. I'm not joking around, she really was. And she kind of caught the eye of some big donors, and then she ran for governor of Georgia. She lost, and she claimed that she didn't really lose. Surprisingly, I didn't think you were allowed to do that, but she still to this day says she actually won. And as part of a propaganda campaign, Star Trek Discovery not only has her the president of Georgia, governor of Georgia, she's president of not only America, but of Earth, United Earth. And there she is right there. Democrat in Georgia gubernatorial candidate Stacey Abrams made a special guest appearance in the season 4 finale of Star Trek Discovery. The Hollywood favorite Abrams announced her plans to run for governor of Georgia back in December, writing on Twitter, "I'm running for governor because opportunity in our state shouldn't be determined by zip code." And then here she is right here. And it says, despite the help of Hollywood heavyweight celebrities such as Oprah, Michael B. Jordan, Common, and Will Ferrell, Abrams still lost the 2018 gubernatorial campaign by a 51-48 margin. Abrams has publicly refused to concede the fact she lost, accusing her opponents of voter suppression. Where have we heard that before? And, the usual. There she is right there. And then, as noted above, in the series finale of Star Trek Discovery, Coming Home, Abrams made a cameo as president of United Earth. Now, I love just talking about stories. Stories really do change people's lives. They shape people's lives. They shape how we view the world. They shape how we view just how to deal with different situations, how to process life. And what Star Trek Discovery is doing is they're taking somebody who is a controversial political figure, and they're not challenging the person at all. They're propping them up, and the mask is off, basically. Hollywood no longer is pretending to be unbiased or nonpartisan. It's obvious they don't even care anymore. It's obvious that it is for one ideology all the way, and if you stray from it at all, you will be destroyed. People for decades have been saying that's what Hollywood is like. And they've always kind of benefited from plausible deniability. People in Hollywood have always said, no, that's not true. And then they'll point to like one person, like Clint Eastwood or something, somebody who's like center right or something. And they'll say, well, he's successful, so we're not out to get anybody. We don't target people, harass, and destroy people. And when the reality is that they do. And they'll let one person skate by for a while, but look what happened to Gina Carano. Said something against hate, and she got her whole career destroyed. Here you have Stacey Abrams. She's given parts. She's not even an actress. Speaking to IndieWire, Star Trek Discovery showrunner Michelle Paradis revealed that she can hardly believe the show got Stacey Abrams to cameo. So, see, Michelle is just like beyond excited that she got this person who is a left-wing political leader. And she's even more excited than if she had gotten, a great actor, for this show. Honestly, the number of times I've seen the episode, every time I see her face, I'm like, wow, that really happened. That's awesome. So it's pretty obvious where she lies. And if you're a person who disagrees with Michelle, she's not going to give you a shot. She'll do the opposite. Paradise would also detail how the cameo came about, explaining, we knew coming into season 3 that bringing the Federation back together again would be a 2-season arc. And in the 3rd episode, season 3, we go to Earth. We find that Earth is no longer a member. So we're teeing up that Earth equals the Federation, coming back together again. So we knew that at the end of season 4, we would need to focus on Earth. Paradise elaborated as we got into season 4 and got halfway through breaking it, we realized we need a person to represent Earth. And then the question became, who should that person be? There's a million unemployed actors out there. Why wouldn't you give a role to an actor? And why would you give this to a controversial fringe political figure that does not represent the majority of people and their views? It's just, this show went from being, Star Trek in many ways has always had propaganda in it, right? It always has. But there was always a good story and good character development, which is why people put up with it. There's an old saying that people will put up with like a teaspoon of propaganda in a story. If there's any more than a teaspoon of it, they're going to just spit out the whole thing and say, I'm done with it, right? And Star Trek Discovery, really, it's kind of been turned into a left-wing morality tale, unfortunately. And it lacks a character development, which is why the audience is dismal. It's really, really bad. And it says here, I don't remember where the idea came from, honestly, but I texted Alex to say, what do you think of Stacey Abrams? Immediately he sent exclamation points, and he said, let's set up a meeting. Let's talk to her. Let's see. So we did. And she was so kind, and we got on it. Well, of course she's going to be kind. It's a great gig to have, and it's like pushing her brand. And we got on Zoom with her, and we pitched her where we were for the season and who this character was and what this character would represent, and asked if she would be a part of this with us. Honestly, I can't think of anyone better to represent the planet of Earth. Give me a break. Pretty ridiculous. So they think that a political figure that refuses to acknowledge the outcome of an election is the best person to represent Earth. Talk about hypocritical. But anyways, what do you think? Do you think it's fantastic that Stacey Abrams is on an episode of Star Trek Discovery? Do you think that she represents a united Earth? Comment below, let me know. And as always, if you want to get future rants, reviews, or original content, click subscribe. Later.